Okay, it's fallacy time. I hear, and I know I'm not the only surveyor who hears this, that at a rent review, your landlord can only increase your rent by a certain amount. There's some mysterious act that no surveyor or solicitor has ever heard of that says your rent can only go up by 10%, 20%, whatever. At rent review, your rent increases to market rent. My job acting for a landlord is to ensure that you pay the maximum possible. My job acting for you as a tenant is to make sure you pay for the minimum possible. Now hopefully there is a market rent that we can agree if I'm arguing against another surveyor. 9 times out of 10 we do agree. We might end up a few £100 apart and then we can talk to our clients and agree a compromise. But what you must always remember, on a rent review, rents almost invariably go up. They very rarely drop. Because under most leases there is a clause in it that will say at the rent review the rent shall be the greater of the passing rent or the market rent. And this is very important for you to know, because if the rent does drop, the rental value will drop, the rent won't. And that's where you need good advice all the way through your lease. I have experienced 2 leases where the rent was allowed to drop at review, but that's in 36 years, so that might give you an idea of how rare they are. What I say to you is get professional advice. Please don't listen to your friend in the pub who will tell you there's some law that says the rent can't go up by more than a certain amount, because there is no such law. Please take advice and please follow it. What I can tell you is at the renewal of a lease, your rent can go down. At renewal, the rent is reviewed to market rent, whatever that is. We have seen some significant crashes in property values recently, especially between 2007 and 2010, and these are still being reflected in some rent reviews. But you need to make sure that if the rent is dropping, it drops far enough. What I would like to say though to all landlords is don't look at the rent as being a pure figure of what you want. You need to make sure that your tenant can afford to pay the rent that he is being asked for or that he is offering. There is no point in you taking a £20,000 a year rent from a corner shop who will pay it for 6 months, go bust, and you're left with an empty property. That is not good business for anyone. My job is to advise you how to get market rent and how to make sure your tenant can afford it, or as a tenant, how you can afford it. Please come to me and ask for advice. Initial advice costs nothing, and as with rating appeals, if you've seen another video of mine, I only work on a success basis. The more your rent goes up as a landlord, the more I charge, the more your rent. I save in rent as a tenant, the more I charge. No increase, no decrease. You pay nothing. You've got nothing to lose. Thank you again for listening to Philip Bowe, BIV Bowes.